Well, hello, good afternoon, y'all. It's about 6 o'clock on Tuesday. I didn't figure I'd get to talk to y'all today or yesterday. I knew I wouldn't, and then today I thought, I've got to talk to my friends. They're going to think I've skipped the country. Well, I didn't skip the country, but I felt like I should. I did over the weekend. See these baby cut carrots? $1.49 for that big bag. 69 cents for that bag. 69 cents for that bag. And 69 cents for that bag. And y'all are wondering, well, what is he going to do with all those carrots? Well, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to put them in my carrot pot. That's what I'm going to do. So I can be Bug Bunny's best friend. No, I just can't stand to see stuff on sale. And I'll rinse them in that pot, that little hot water. I'll rinse them good. I'm going to get them all in there first. Give them a bath. You know, me and my bathing my vegetables. I have to bathe my vegetables. That's a lot of carrots. But that's okay, That's okay. Alright, well, let's put some baking soda in there just to wash our vegetables. And then I'll be back. So I'm just going to put that baking soda in there and I'm just going to rinse them because if they're fresh carrots, but they've been peeled, for your vegetable trays and all that. That's the section they're in. And a lot of people don't do vegetable trays, and they don't use these to cook with, and so the store don't know what to do with them, but sell them to Billie Jean. So I washed them real good, and now I'm gonna pour the water off and reapply it. I got them washed and put back in the pot, and I'm gonna put about 2 tablespoons of salt in there and mix that around. Now the reason I'm doing this because I'm going to blanch or cook these carrots. I haven't decided if I'm going to blanch them so I can freeze them, because if you freeze a carrot without putting it in the hot boiling water for 8 to 10 minutes, when you try to cook them later on and take them out of the freezer, they'll be mushy as an old potato. So you can't do that. So you've got to blanch your vegetables. And that's what it's saying when it means blanch them. Y'all should know that. You just put them in hot water for a little bit. But I took some of these carrots out. To make our meal tonight. So I'll put this on the other stove, the other burner. And I'm going to let these boil and cook this after a while. So now I've took some of those carrots out. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take them and just chop them. Just chop them. Chop them and put them in a bowl, and then I'll be back. Okay, if I chop these, then I can use them in our meal, as part of our meal. So I just line them up and get my big old wham bam thank you ma'am knife and let's chop them. Just chop them up. I don't want a whole lot tonight for this, what I'm doing. For our meal this evening, I'm just going to put butter on them. I'm going to get some butter and put on those and put them in the microwave because I can't wait. I've got to get Mother and I fed. And it's been a long day, very long day. Just like y'all know, it always is. So I'm going to take that and put that in there. And then I'm going to take a little bit, let me rinse my peppers and dill. They're clean because I cook them every night. I mean, cook them. They're clean because I spray water on all my greenery outside, but I still like to. I never know if a little bumblebee's been on there, and I don't want to eat no little bumblebee. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of that in that carrot to give you that rosemary. Just give it a little good little flavor. Put some pepper, just a little pepper on that carrot. Of course, you gotta have, you know what, a little bit of that salt. And I'm gonna put these in the microwave, and I think I'll probably cook them only about 15 minutes. I'll be right back. Now, we can't forget the diced onions. Usually I use my Great Value, but these are food club. So they have to put about a that's nearly a cup, but a half a cup of that onions into my pound of hamburger. Let me get a teaspoon of garlic. Gotta have garlic, gotta have garlic. I hope y'all are doing okay today. I've been very busy this week. I'm gonna try to do something. Y'all can experiment with me. I got 2 of my peppers from each plant, because I don't know which one's hot and which one's not. So we're gonna take a taste test. I don't think that one's hot. Okay, let's barely try this one and see. I think this might be the hot one. Hot. Like, I think this is the hot one. I can't tell y'all. I didn't want to put the hot one. Here's one I picked a few days ago. Gosh, I don't know. Oh, that one is. Oh, hello. Hello. Gosh, hello. We know that one's hot. So that kind of resembles this stem. And this stem looks different. So I bet this is a hot one. We better set those out over here. Whew. So this one may not be, the stem is a little different. Gosh, I get all mixed up and won't know what's hot and what's not. I don't know what's hot and what's not. Gosh, I like to burn my tongue out of my mouth. Let's try this one. I can't tell now. I need somebody testing it. I don't think that one's hot. Well, we're going to use it. I don't think it's hot. We're going to try it anyway, aren't we? Aren't we? If the neighbors see me running out of the house, they'll know I got a hot pepper. We're gonna. Oh, that burnt my tongue, y'all. My brother-in-law, he could eat those things, and my daddy could eat those things. And that chow I used to make, I'd make a hot batch and not a hot batch. I'm not doing this very well today, I'll tell you. Okay, so now let's put that in there. Now y'all, all I'm making is hamburger patties, but You say you want to see it all. You want to see all of it. Well, I'm showing it to you. I got our butter out because I don't want to put it in the carrots right yet. I said I was going to put it in and y'all probably thought, oh, he forgot the butter. No, I didn't. I put it in after they get a little kind of done. So, yeah, y'all, it's been a big week. Put a little water. Let me get some more water. Hot water. Just a little more hot water. In my hamburger and onion and pepper and garlic. You know, this is the way I make start meatloaf too, just like this. Then I'm gonna put a little, you know what, breadcrumbs, just a few, not a lot. You just want your panko plain breadcrumbs. Just mix them in to let them, about a half cup, just to get them moist. And that'll just help your patties kind of hold together. You don't have to do all the egg and all that. Just put your water and your flavoring and stuff. Okay, now then, we've got to get our grease going, don't we? Okay. So get our bacon olive oil. Our bacon flavored olive oil that we made. Get that working over here. Get this little plate out of the way. Let's check our carrots. Okay. Now we can put our butter in them. And those carrots. I get a restaurant spoon. Put our butter in those carrots. See that? They just nice little buttered carrots now. I don't know how done they are, but I'll check one. I always check them on my board just to see. Probably done, y'all. So that was only 12 minutes, but I didn't have a lot in there. I just wanted them to be on the plate so we could have a little healthy carrots. So we'll set these over here until we get ready to use them. Also, in my carrot water, I put apple cider vinegar so that can kill any kind of listeria or any kind of stuff in my deal. Let me wash my hands so I can pat those, get my jewelry off, so I can pat them pads out, pat those patties out, so I can pat those patties. So, what's been going on? What I always ask Granny, what's been going on, Granny? I haven't even had a chance to talk to Granny. I tell you, sometime, I don't know if I'm washing or hanging out, as Granny said. Turn that down a little bit, y'all. I'll put a lid on here in a little bit. Just got our peppers and all that good stuff in there. Now those frozen onions, I should have drained them and I didn't do it. So it's made my patties a little watery. but they will be okay. I just wring them out like this. All you can do in your bowl. Get your breadcrumbs. Thank God we put breadcrumbs in there. If we hadn't, that'd be a big mess. Let's scoot those just a hair. Because we need to put, I might could get one big one in there. What do y'all think? See, you just got to push that water out of your meat. Because if you don't, you put that in there and it being that damp. Because of those onions. I thought those, the breadcrumbs would soak them up, but they didn't do a very good job. Because I had to put those frozen in there. So let's pat that. Let's put that. Okay. Now, get the lid. Let me get the lid here. Let me get the lid here. Okay, I'm gonna clean this up. So, is it hot where y'all are? Or it's not. I think it's been 90 here. It's not bad, but it's hot when you're ripping and roaring and having to go to the doctors and having to get in the traffic and having all that stuff. You know, it's just always something going on. I talked to my stepbrother last night, and he's got, my brother-in-law has bone cancer, and my stepbrother has multiple myeloma. My stepbrother has bone cancer, and my brother-in-law has lung cancer, is what I meant to say. And so this week, y'all asked about my brother-in-law and my stepbrother. My brother-in-law has had a knot come up on the left side of his chest. It could have been where there was a drain tube, possibly. Well, they're going to get MRI tomorrow. Now, my stepbrother has multiple myeloma, which is bone cancer. And I took him to Dallas to the cancer center, and he had the stem cell implant done. I think it's been about 6 months. Let's let those cook slow, so we'll turn them down. And that bone cancer, thank God they've got like stem cells, because I think it's helped him. I mean, you know, he seems like it seems like both the fellows are doing well. And that's all we can do is just hope and pray. Let me turn my garbage disposal on here. Boy, that sounded like something in there. Oh, it was. I dropped a carrot in there. I thought, Lord help. That sounded like a donkey wagon coming down a rock road. Scared me. Weren't me, it scared me. Okay. Now I've kind of got this halfway. That's what I am today. I'm not even a whole wit today, y'all. I'm a half wit. I do feel that way. This heat just gets me so discombobulated. I don't know if I'm doing what I'm doing. I really don't. Now we'll let these fry a little bit and then we'll come back and check them, y'all. I know y'all don't want to hear this, but we got to change of plans. I was very concerned about that. Those patties being as watery as they were, with me putting all that frozen onions in there. I wasn't even thinking. And I've done it a million times and it's always come out the same. I should have known. But I tell y'all when I do bad, I tell you when I do good, and because everybody needs to know. Not everybody's perfect. So when I tried to flip the patties, I thought they just don't want to. Some of it's holding together and some of it's not. So I made the decision that I'm just going to chop them. which I did. So I just have made a pan, and I even drained the grease, but there was too much water in those onions. So we've got a nice pan of sirloin, ground sirloin. So I'll show you what I'm going to do. We have to go on with our meal because we've got all the kids and husbands and wives to feed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to strain this meat through one of my big strainers, and then I'll be back. Okay, so I've strained that in my strainer. And that's all you got to do. If you're getting a mess like that, all you got to do is strain it. You can make tacos out of this. You can make burritos out of this. You can make... There's so many things you can make out of it. But what I'm going to make is something my dad loved and as kids we loved, and it's a very southern thing. It was done in the Civil War, and it's been done in the American Wars. So it's called something on a shingle, and I'm not going to say the other word, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, I don't need but about half of this to make that. And then we'll use this possibly for something else I was going to make in a day or so. And if not, then we can, but this will teach you how to make this dish anyway. It's just a meat gravy dish is all it is. And I imagine y'all have had it, but I dry that out, put that in that pan to dry it out just a little more messy mess. And it will teach you how to make this dish. Like I said, I bet a lot of you, because you got your onions and your peppers, garlic, everything in here. Now, get that up to going. Get it on up a little higher. And I don't want to use my restaurant spoon. I'm going to use my wood spoon so I can get all those, get that cleaned up. Okay, we got that going, and a lot of that grease is cleaned up there. Now what we're going to do is just sprinkle about 3 tablespoons of flour and let that cook with that meat. And that's what's going to thicken your gravy for this meat dish. Make sure you got it going around and get my little mess cleaned up. You know me and my messes. I don't worry about the food, I worry about the mess. Okay, now then. If you don't have milk, you can use water, but we always have milk. And we will just make this. Mama would make this and would pour it over homemade biscuits, which I don't have any. I'm going to use light bread for tonight. Now you get your stove up. I turned it on high so I could get this. That'll start making a good meat gravy. Now I know we're going to need more pepper and salt, because that's just, you just have to have it. Not a lot. About a teaspoon now, since I already put that other in there. Y'all, I'm going to try to get back to making some desserts. But like I've told y'all, we just do not need them. And then I cook them, and y'all don't live next door like y'all all wished you did. Well, I do too, because I hate not being able to cook what I want to share with people or having so much left over. So now that's starting to get thick, and that's what you want. You know what, on the shingle. That's what we're going to call it. We're not going to use the dirty word. But it's the you know what on the shingle. And Lord, I'd have this twice a week sometimes. It's good, and I don't know if y'all like it, but you probably grew up with it. You just might not remember it till you see this video. Mother to fry potatoes. See, that's starting to get thick now. Mother to fry a pan of fried potatoes with onions. We'd have this on our biscuits. And I still love it. It's just a good meal. That's turning some pretty white gravy, y'all. We don't want to turn it off because you don't want to get it too thick to where you got to have water. We don't want to add water unless we just have to. So let's set this off. Continue to stir it. And if you see that it's going to get too thick, get you a bowl or another pan and get it in there. So that made some pretty good gravy. So we're going to have that with carrots. I was going to make some, and I guess I still could. I'll show you another recipe we'll make with this. Well, we've got our gravy. And I like this with cornbread too. I think what we're going to do is it's so hot. I think what we're going to do is we've got our carrots, buttered carrots, our, you know what, on a shingle, and a glass of iced tea. And that, because this should be just one video right here with this. See there, y'all, that's pretty gravy. Good hamburger gravy, you all. We'll get a fresh green onion to go with it. Y'all know I like onions, but they're good for your system. So we'll just have our buttered carrots and our cream gravy with hamburger. I was going to do potato cakes and show you how to make potato cakes out of instant potatoes, but I'm just too exhausted. Y'all forgive me. There's certain things I have a limitation, and when my limitation has got to the end, I have to stop or I'll be sick 2 or 3 days. And I try not to keep the air conditioner on in this part of the house a whole lot because it's so expensive. It's just so expensive. So I don't have the air on. It come on once since we've been in here. But I keep it about 82 degrees in here in the kitchen. So we don't waste food, and we don't waste money, because Mother and I just have to do what we can do. That's just the way life is. Well, I hit the camera. I'm sorry. I was trying to clean up and talk to y'all. So maybe this week we can, I don't know if I'm going to get to that German chocolate cake or that jelly. I've still got my berries, but I put them in the freezer until I can get our berries done. Let's get a little taste. Y'all want a little taste? Let's taste. Let's just get a little taste. Make sure it isn't too hot from that pepper. My tongue is finally decided to wake up. More salt. More salt. More pepper. I hope my tongue hadn't been asleep. Now I'll take that another mother and say, "Oh Lord, what'd you put all that salt in there for?" I say, "Well, I'm sorry, Mama. My tongue was asleep." There you go, y'all. That's what we're gonna have. I bet these carrots, let's try them. Oh, them are real good. Them are good. Now y'all will be seeing my carrots that I'm making in my pot, because I think I'm gonna freeze them. Of course, I'm not gonna waste them, but then we'll have them. I just hate seeing stuff at that grocery store, that little country grocery store, so inexpensive, and then somebody not buying it because they think they're too good to buy it. Well, I'm not too good to buy it. I love a bargain, and it helps our finance. You know, it helps our food and our stomach and finances. Well, I'm not going to put that back on there. I see it starting to bubble, so we don't want that. Well, I'm going to get off here. I hope y'all have a good evening. I hope the Lord blesses you and blesses us every day. God bless you. God bless me and Mama. God bless the United States of America. And I do wish y'all was here to eat with us, even though it'd be hamburger and gravy. But if y'all came, I'd make a whole pan of homemade biscuits. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.